The biggest challenge for you as a beginning real estate investor, and the number one thing that's going to prevent you from having success and success quickly, is a problem that I call know-it-itis. Know-it-itis. You know what know-it-itis is? Know-it-itis is not, oh, you think you know it all. Typically, that's not the issue. The issue with know-it-itis is the fact that you believe that you need to know it all, know everything you need to do at every stage of the game before you do anything. So the example came up, this example came up in a couple instances. I had a student who reached out to me, and he is in my Facebook group for finding motivated sellers. And interestingly enough, as a side thing, is, by the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm talking about here wholesaling real estate. And that's how we do business. It's the best business to start right now. Better than anything if you're looking to work from home or looking to replace your job. It's where we go out and find property owners that are willing to sell us their property at a discount. We find amazing real estate deals. Imagine finding deals in the marketplace, 50 cents on the dollar. However, instead of buying these properties, we put them on the contract, and then we sell this contract that we have. And then we sell that contract to other real estate investors that want to fix up these properties and are looking for those type of deals. And then we make an assignment fee for selling that agreement. And that assignment fee could be anywhere from a couple $1,000s to, you know, as much as $20,000, $30,000. It's really an amazing business. So anyway, I had a student, and this particular student was running Facebook ads in his local area, and he just wasn't having that great of a time. So I told him, look, just run the whole state. What are you doing? Just run the whole state. You're going to get good leads. You're going to get leads everywhere. You're going to get leads of people that are not really dealing with other real estate investors, because you're going to get leads that are not being targeted by other investors, and you're going to have an easier time. So after a little bit of time, he said, okay, Chico, I think you might be right. So he decided to do that, and then now he's getting all these leads. And so he reached out to me about a lead that he got in Broward County, which I was a little bit jealous, because I live in Broward County, and I looked at the lead and I was like, that was a good lead. I wish I could get that deal, because I thought it was a good price. And which, by the way, look, I'm talking to you here, and I'm going to turn around. I want you to look at this house behind me. Look at that thing. That thing looks like something out of that thing looks something like out of the Godfather movie. I may have to come around. When I come around, I'll show you, and then you can see what I mean. Another one across the way from me looks like an office building. I always say that that's what you want. You would have a house so big and so nice that people mistake it for an office building. Wouldn't that be a cool thing? Like, they're like, oh no, I was looking for your house, but I happened to pass by that office building, but I couldn't find your house. And you say, that was my house. The one that looks like an office building. That's what you want, right? So now I lost my train of thought. Oh, so he got this deal, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty good deal. And he's like thinking about it, like, I don't know, you know. And I said, look, it's a deal. Right now, yes, negotiate the best price that you can. But even if you take the seller's price that he's asking, it's a good deal. Put this property on the contract. That is the only thing you have to worry about. Don't worry about the buyers. Don't worry about anything else. Worry about putting it on the contract, and that is it. You worry about what's right in front of you, nothing else. I don't care if you don't know how to, read a HUD statement, or if you have buyers, or if you don't know how to get photos of the property. It doesn't really matter. Which, by the way, check this out. I'm going to pan around here. You can see that house in the distance right there. This is at the end of my block. That house back there looks like an office building. It's 12,000 square feet. That is a big house. That is a big, big house. And then there's another one here. I got the smallest house, one of the smaller houses on the block. That one is 12,000 square feet. That's a nice house. You have some big parties. Big parties. Anyway, so another example is I've been running Florida campaigns. I've also been running some local campaigns, but I've been running all throughout the state of Florida. We got a deal in an area where I've never been to this particular town in Florida. Seems like a nice place, but my wife is the one that's handling it. So give her some love. She's the one that's got the deal on the contract. And we were talking about the deal, and I was like, this is the deal. Guess what? Put it on the contract. Get the best price you can. Put it on the contract. Now, you're not putting on the contract nilly-willy, like all kinds of deals that have no, they have no chance of ever selling, that they're deals that are not that great, etc. You don't want to do that, okay? These are legitimately good prices, and you do the best you can on the negotiation, but you're at a point that now you got to get that on the contract. Do we have a buyer's list? No. Do we even know where this property is located? We do know because it's on Google Maps, but that's about as much as we know. We don't have photos? Nothing. But we know it's a deal. So guess what? We put on the contract. Act fast. Commit, figure out the rest later. Check this out. I'm going to just pan. I don't want to look. See, if I pan to, look at that. Look at that thing. Oh my God, that thing is so huge. Jeez. Wow. That's 12,000 square feet. So 3 houses at the end of the block, 36,000 square feet of living area. Think about that. Think about that. I don't know. Some people would say, Chico, you don't need that much house. I say, you know what? Let me live in that much house, and I'll tell you if I need that much house. How about that? Don't make that decision for me. They even have a guest house over here. Check that out. Talk about real estate. This is a real estate show, so I get to kind of, one of these days, maybe they'll invite me. Maybe they'll invite me. And they even have a guest house. Looks like it's pretty big also as well. So anyway, I had a video the other day I did about Grant Cardone, and the video was commit first, commit, and then figure out the rest later. And I've said before in this channel, a term that I got from one of my friends and mentors, Mr. Rich Sheffrin, and he says commit, figure out. Rich Sheffrin said just-in-time learning, right? You know enough to know enough. So in this example, with this student, hey, you just need to know enough. What do you need to know? You need to know how to fill out the contract. You need to know how to operate Hello Sign, and he needed to know how to analyze the deal. So he used a tool in order to analyze the property, and then at that point now, he knows what he needs to know. Just get the damn thing signed, and then once you get it signed, then you figure out the rest. Too many of you are just like worried about so much crap and so much stupid stuff that doesn't make a difference. You got to find deals. You got to find, the basics of what you need right now is you need one really solid form of lead generation that you can push on, that you can use consistently, that you know how to operate, that like for example, cold calling. I never like cold calling. I'm not a good cold caller. I don't like the whole premise of it. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's great. But you may not like cold calling. I like Facebook ads for motivated sellers. I used to like direct mail until I found Facebook ad, and now I do that. And so just find a way to generate leads, and then focus on that. Become an expert at that. Own that. Like you want to be like a ninja on that. You can be like you just know it inside and out. All right, and once you know that, then the next thing is, what else you need to know? You need to know how to fill out a contract. All right. You need to learn how to have that initial script with a seller, and you need to have, let's say, the top 10, 15 objections at the most that a seller would come up to. So you know what those are. And you need to analyze properties. That's it. That's like the main, I should do a video just on that. That is those are the main core things that you need. Outside of that, you don't need anything else. Not at least in the beginning. Yes, it would help if you have a buyer's list. It would help if you knew how to, do a HUD, if you knew, there's so many things. All right. And at the end of the day, that's all you need. Okay. That's it. Nothing else. So anyway, I want to encourage you that you probably are overthinking of this. You're probably this overthinking and this need to know itis, as I call it, is causing you unnecessary pain and suffering. That the fact is that you don't need to know as much as you think you need to know, and it's holding you back. And I want to encourage you to be sloppy. Now, what I mean to be sloppy, like to do things nilly-willy and to like just do shit wrong. Be sloppy in the sense that it's okay not to have every single little piece figured out. And I got to tell you, this is great advice coming from me, because I am the guy that needs to make sure that everything is figured out, everything. And I cross my T's and dot my I's, and then I go back and redot the I's and recross the T's. And I got to tell you, it caused me a lot of undue hardship and unnecessary stalling of things, because at the end of the day, just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You just got to get things going. You just got to be okay with you're going to make mistakes. You're going to screw shit up. And at the end, it's not going to matter. You do things to protect yourself, right? You structure the contract appropriately. You have the right inspection clause. You know, you're not going to go and buy. I'm not telling you to go buy and close on the property. Don't do that if you're brand new. And you mitigate whatever potential issues there may be, but you just gotta keep on moving forward. You just gotta keep on inching forward. And I said this in the other video, stop stopping. Just, you know, even if you have to think about and you're not really sure, don't stop. I'd rather you slow to an agonizing crawl than to completely stop. Because when you stop, now you gotta restart and it's gonna take you a while. That's my message for today. I thought of you because I just had this conversation and was working through that deal, and I thought, you know what, let me tell you about this because I think that would be helpful to you. So there you have it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. As always, there's a video somewhere. I don't even know where these videos pop up. Justin puts them somewhere. He puts them left or right. Just click on them, because if you click on them, then he's gonna feel like his time is not wasted showing you all these videos. Otherwise, then you're wasting. We're just kind of like running around in circles like lunatics, and we already do that already. Let's stop it.